If you didn't have the time to get to all these files, why didn't you come ask me for help? I would have been more than glad. Don't worry. There wouldn't be anything in it for me if I left Rhodes Island at this point. You're free to get up to whatever it is you usually do. Never mind the fact I'm here. And as recompense for your trust, I won't leak a single detail of your work. Now, come on, chop chop. I'm deathly concerned for you, what with that doorstopper of a document. Darling Rita, I assume you're curious if you bring it up? You know those certain few students who always leave their mark on you in your school years? I took quite a fancy to one of them. Such an excellent soldier she turned out to be. Still, we have the space to keep out of each other's ways here, and that suits my fancy just as well. Anything you'd like of me, Doctor of Rhodes Island? If it's in my power to deepen our bilateral trust, then I would be willing to stop gazing out at the window scenery and focus a little instead on whatever it is that's vexing you. Shame you're short on people with a shrewd eye for Londinium affairs. I was quite curious what they'd think of me. After all, a medical organization like Rhodes Island, unaffiliated with any nation, opting to work with us? Either you did it out of sheer idiocy, or if not, then you must have known a little too much. So, what's your next step? Keep throwing yourself into the maelstrom of Victoria, or continue to build the peaceful paradise that Rhodes Island hopes for? The leader once gave me a display of land torched to ash by her fires, and I'm ever so curious. If you had flames, what color would they be? Reed. Such a darling code name. I can practically guess what was on her mind when she came up with it. Still, I'd be more the fool for claiming the prospect of a book club partner drove me here. She just happens to be somebody very useful, hence my need to protect her. Just making a little bookside conversation, but how do you regard the act of dancing? You know, when hands rest on collars and gazes lock, and involuntary reactions let slip the true intentions of you or I? Oh, my, your heart's hardly fluttering at all. No wonder the leader's so interested in you. I've gone through the files on my desk. Not at all surprised Rhodes Island would be going after my true reasons for coming here. That said, you were kind enough to drop the papers off with me. You must not be planning to boot me out anytime soon, let alone hand me off to a duke. So, what is it you want me to do for Rhodes Island? Or perhaps for you? Time to paint my nails. What pattern shall we go with? Pleased to meet you, and my code name is Harmonie. Here's a dossier on Victoria for Rhodes Island's perusal, as a gesture of goodwill. Don't and ah about it now. That's basic etiquette for when someone thanks you. May we get along smashingly in the days to come, Doctor? Oh, what a splendid war command. Ah, well, thank you very much. It's my honor to receive your endorsement. What you're doing here has me startlingly curious. What could you be up to, placing me in this position? What would you have me do for Rhodes Island? I thank Rhodes Island for its trust. I do hope none of you turn on the waterworks anytime soon. Get yourselves ready. Present. Received. Operation commencing. On your command. Take a breath. Go on. It's not as if I'm crushing your throat. Stop flailing about and do as I tell you. Now, close your eyes. This'll all be over before you're bored of it. If I hadn't seen the battle for myself, I just might have been shocked by your command style. I'm sure if the leader saw you now, she'd be delighted. Oh, there's a rare sight. Maybe you have other things on your mind? Right. What else can I do here? Minimalistic, but not at all design deficient. I have to laud your tastes. Ah, was something the matter, Doctor? Do tell. If you're free, we could always chat about your bookshelf. Hello, Doctor. Cup of tea? Arknights.